No, that was Miles got one this morning. All right. So there you go. All right. Make it nice big. All right. How do you figure out what the radius of the circle is? Pythagorean theorem, exactly. The hypotenuse is 14, BC is 11. So 14 squared equals 11 squared plus the radius squared. Okay? And so 196 equals 121 plus r squared. Subtract 121, subtract 121. So we get 75 equals r squared. And then take the square root of 75. And what'd you get? 8.7, rounded to the nearest tenth. Okay? On the next one, is that a right triangle? Is 25 squared equal to 7 squared plus 24 squared? Is 625 equal to 49 plus 576? So is 625 equal to 625? Yes. So the answer is yes. What's the perimeter of this polygon? If this is 9, and this is 5, and this is 7, and this is 13. 61? 68? Everyone agrees with 68 then? All right. Sounds good to me. Number 4, what is AB? Well, if you know CD is 60, that makes this 60, this 60, so AB would be 60. Now, what's different between this test and the actual test you're taking Wednesday? Just different numbers. So know how to do the problems. Okay, know how to do the problems. The only thing that changes is the numbers. So if this is 8, this over here is 8, which makes this whole thing how long? That's 16, so how long is x? 16. So here's the radius. It's not connected right now, but what we can do is just connect it, and then it becomes the radius. Now this 8 is for this whole line here, so each half of it is 4 and 4. So now this right triangle right here is 3.7 on this side, 4 on this side, and x on this side. So x squared equals 3.7 squared plus 4 squared. X squared equals, I don't know what 3.7 squared is, but I know 4 squared is 16. What's 3.7 squared? Somebody help me out. 13.69. If we add them up, then we get 29.69. Take the square root. What is x? 5.74. 5.4. I'm good with 5.4. They work seamlessly. They just talk. If I update something on that, you just hit import, and it'll automatically import and change what the new lane assignments are. So that'll be nice. It's just we can't do it for high tech though. And so I got to wrap around how we're going to do it at home meets. So, but it's really nice.
They just can't change lanes at home.
We might that might be the way it is. It might be we're running because that's what it is at every other meet.
Right.
You don't combine heats.
Correct. Yeah.
But at the away meets, if we can get away with combining some heats. Yep, exactly. All right, here we go. 56-degree angle. That angle is called an inscribed angle. The inscribed angle is 1/2 of the intercepted arc. You guys should have learned that from the last quiz. So 56 is half of A. So A must be 112. 112. All right. So in a situation like this, I would find C and D first. What's C going to be? 89, because these add up to 180. And what's D going to be? 70. So C is 89, D is 70. All right. Now, it's 110. That angle's 110, which makes this arc how big? 220. So if the arc is 220 and we subtract 98 from there, we get 122 for angle A. Now to find angle B, I could use this 89 one really easily to find angle B. 89 times 2 is what? 178. If we subtract 122 from that, we should get 56. So your two answers should be 122 and 56, correct? Okay, inscribed angles here. If this arc right here is 97, then what's my angle going to be? 48.5. And then there's an arc that's a half a circle. How big's a half a circle? 180. Whoa, don't want to be right with that one. 180. So what's half of 180? 90 for that, because half of 180. And then, if this is 180 and this is 97, what's left for C? 83. So A is 48.5, B is 90, and C is 83. Okay, if this is 228, I would find Y first. So what's left for Y in that circle? 132 to make 360 degrees. Then you take half of that to get your angle. What's half of 132? 66. So X is 66, Y is 132. Angle A cuts off this 82-degree arc right here. So what's half of 82? 41. CE is the intercepted arc for this 21-degree angle. So the angle is half the intercepted arc, so you multiply by 2 to get to the arc. What's 21 times 2? 42. How big is angle C? 41, because it cuts off the same arc that angle A does. Angle A cuts off this 82-degree arc, so does angle C. Angle D cuts off a 78-degree arc. So what's angle D? 39. And since we know CE is 42, we add these two together. 42 and 78 add up to 120. So angle ABE is half of that, which is 60. All right, we're getting close to the end here. 58 is the arc. The angle's half the arc when it goes all the way across. What's half of 58? 29. So this is a diameter. It goes to the center of the circle, so it splits it in half. So this is 180 from here to here. Well, if it's 58 over here, what's left for this part? 122. 122. So then the angle's half the arc. So what's half of 122? 61. And C is angle's half the arc. Half of 88 is 44.
It's just that scope and sequence for geometry.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you want to look at it or we should just put her in the whole thing
Yeah,
as is.
yeah, because we got to get her credits somehow.
Right, but
And so if we
I
do
didn't know-
the first semester this year
Mhm.
and second semester next year, we could do it that way too.
Yeah, but I didn't know if there was like things on here that like
Yeah, there is a
Wouldn't
couple
need-
things. There's a
that
couple
wouldn't meet
things.
the standard or something.
Yep,
Or
there's
that
a
she doesn't need to do.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's a couple things that we will take off of there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this for you. But,
Okay.
Or can you just
We've
sort of
done-
skip those when you do
We've
that or what?
no, Gore's already has
Okay.
taken it out of the geometry.
Right. Okay.
So
there wouldn't be anything different than that.
there wouldn't
Okay.
be anything different. So
All right.
then,
I'm going to have
I think-
him put her in there then.
okay, and do they have a Spanish version?
Yes, it can. She's got to toggle a little switch up there and it'll change it to Spanish.
Okay,
Yep.
so there, that,
Yes. So we should be good.
yeah,
When do you have her?
first period tomorrow.
Okay. We're good to set up.
Okay, now to find x. X is here, 10 is here, 9 is here, 8 is here. So you take x times 10 equals 9 times 8. So 10x equals 72, divide by 10. X equals 7.2. To find y, y is an angle, this angle here. If the angle's on the inside, we add up the two arcs that cut it off. So we take 92 and 44, add them together, and take half of that. So 92 plus 44 is 136. Half of 136, 68. When the angle's on the outside, we take 1/2 of the big arc minus the little arc. So it's 1/2 of 90, which is 45. 105 is the little arc. What's the big arc in this one? 255 to make 360 in a circle. So we take 1/2 of the big arc minus the little arc. So it's 1/2 of 150, which is 75. And the last one, the outside times the whole thing equals the outside times the whole thing. So 10 times 29 equals 169 plus 13c. Or 290 equals 169 plus 13c. If we subtract 169, you get 121 equals 13c. Divide by 13. C equals what? What? 9.3. Okay. So that's everything that you'll see on your test. That's how to work each problem. Not hopefully too difficult. We only have 45-minute classes on Wednesday, but it should only take you 15, 20 minutes to take this. Yep. So it'll be all right. So make sure you study before Wednesday. Make sure you know how to do all these problems. Because same problems, different numbers.